Hey guys, so I got a question for you. Are you like me and you've always wanted an infinity target, but you looked at the price tag and you went, God, who can afford these things? Well, I have something for you that will save a ton of money, so stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Gun Deity, and this week we are going to go over something really cool, something that's going to help your range day and just improve the range experience. I came across a video online. I don't remember the video. If I can find it, I will tag it in the description down below, where a guy actually came up with a clever hack for a infinity target. A lot of you guys probably already know how to do this, but this was news to me, so I figured I'd make this video for you guys because I know a lot of you guys are just like me and are on a budget. So I found out if you go down to Cow Ranch or Tractor Supply, whichever one's closer to you, and you get yourself a giant horse stall mat, you can actually cut a silhouette target out of it. Because it's a thick piece of rubber, it's going to actually heal itself as you shoot. So I went down there, I picked up a giant horse stall mat. I was able to get a nice human torso target, lay it down on there, spray paint the basic outline on it, take my razor blade, cut that right open, and we got a nice infinity target for you guys today. So we're gonna put some rounds through it today and just see how she does. I did spray paint it white so we could see where those shots hit. But other than that, everything in this is super budget friendly. I even bought the stakes from Ace Hardware, and I bought the clamps that I'm going to be using for this from Harbor Freight. So everything here is going to be super budget friendly. Even the spray paint is the most budget friendly spray paint you can get your hands on. So this is a super budget friendly option for you guys who want to have an infinity target. We're going to see how effective this is. This is a pretty thick piece of rubber, so it should hold up pretty well. So let's go ahead and stop talking, put some rounds on target, and see how she does. All right, so we have our infinity target set up right here. We're going to go ahead and shoot it with a 22 long rifle to start with, and just see how it performs with a 22 long rifle. What makes infinity targets so useful is when you're practicing these close range shots like this, you don't want to be shooting steel because steel will ricochet back at you and can be very harmful to you. So something like a paper target, or in this case, an infinity target, works a little bit better for that case because now you can get up close and personal and train your close range shots, your defensive shooting. So up close and personal with the 22 long rifle. As you can see, it made a nice little mark. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like up close. Oh wow, look at that. Yes, you can see a mark. There is a little tiny hole right here, but overall, it's not bad. All right, let's go ahead and shoot it a little bit more. See how it performs with a few more rounds of 22 through it, and then we'll bump it up to a larger caliber. Uh-oh. We had an issue. Of course we did. And of course it's jammed in. All right, we had a little technical malfunction, but we should be good to go now. Let's go ahead and finish this out. All right, so let's go ahead and see what those rounds did with the 22. So like I said, you could see that there are little holes there. So it didn't fully seal just yet, but that first shot we did, it actually did reseal. So maybe it just takes some time, or maybe it needs some heat. But on the back side, we are punctured right on through. So I'm curious to see if this is going to heal itself, or is this a temporary target or whatever. Let's go ahead and move it up to a bigger caliber and see what happens. One of the cool things about the infinity targets is that all you have to do is Respray it. And you're ready to go for the next round. Granted, like I said, the top one has already resealed. The bottom ones are taking their sweet time getting there, but looks like this is actually starting to seal on itself. We'll have to see what it looks like here in a few minutes after I'm done with shooting it. All right, so now we have moved up to 9mm. This is my Ruger RXM. This is the subcompact. We are gonna pump up 10 rounds right into this target and see how she holds up. Okay, well, you probably can't see it very well on the screen because I'm thinking it's because of that wet spray paint. There is the hole to the 9mm right there. On the back side, it really looks about the same as the 22s did. Not much different. So maybe it is holding up the way it's supposed to. All right, let's go ahead and pump out the last couple rounds in this guy, and then we're gonna do a little close range shooting just to show you the purpose of this thing. Okay, you can see where the dry paint was, because on the dry paint, it actually chipped the paint off as it hit. So it kind of gave you a little bit more defined target placement on there. Compared to the spots that were still wet. So very interesting, but let's see what the back side of this target looks like. I mean, realistically, you can't really tell the difference between the 9mm holes and the 22 holes. And I think that's the purpose of this infinity target. Let's go ahead and load her up a little bit. We'll do a little bit of some defensive drills with this guy real quick, and then we'll go up top with my first opinion on this makeshift infinity target. That was sloppy, very sloppy. Very, very sloppy. Let's go 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. I think it's tactical reload time, huh? All right, 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. Again, 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. Oh, I missed the headshot. Oh, I'm a terrible person. All right. One more, 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. What? All right, so as you can see, the target held up pretty darn well, even at that super close range that I was at. We got all these headshots on dry target. These are on wet target, so as you can see, the splatter's not as bad as on the dry part. When it dries, it splatters a little bit more. Just something to point out. On the back side, of course, looks pretty much just like it did the last time. I mean, not much different. There's a couple holes where I doubled up on the shots where it tore up a little bit more, But for the most part, all the single shots still look like a 22 on there. We're gonna have to let it just kind of rest and see if it reseals, and then we'll go up top and we'll do our last rounds, or our first thoughts opinion on this clever little hack. All right, so what's my opinion on this cheap hack for an infinity target? Well, you know, honestly, if it was a little warmer out today, I think it would heal a lot quicker. But the holes on this guy are healing. So it is doing its job. It is healing up the holes so you can keep using this target over and over and over again. What I think is really cool is the price of these mats are very inexpensive. I think mine was like $32, and I could get multiple targets out of it. Maybe not multiple this size, but I can make multiple targets out of it. So the fact that you can get a lot of targets for 32 bucks and then maybe another 20 bucks worth of supplies after that makes it actually a smoking deal for getting some training for cheap, especially if you're like me and you come out to the desert to shoot. You don't have that option to just use the same targets that are out there all the time, and you don't have your own private range where you can leave targets out there. So you have to make it super portable and very inexpensive, because you don't want to waste your money shooting into your expensive targets, right? Well, this is a cool little option for you, and a heck of a lot cheaper than those infinity targets. Granted, I only shot it with up to a 9mm today, but we will definitely do some shooting in the near future, all the way up to probably, we'll even try maybe 6.5 Grendel, see if it's gonna hold up to an actual rifle round. But this is a very interesting option that's super budget friendly, that anyone can afford to just do over their weekend. It took me like maybe 10 minutes to cut this target out, and maybe another 2 minutes to knock in those stakes to set it up. So it's actually super budget friendly, super quick. You can do it in a weekend, and just something fun, a little fun project to do and not break the bank while doing it. Definitely something cool to check out if you ever get a chance. Build one of these for yourself. These are awesome little training tools, and a little bit of spray paint and a $30 horse mat goes a very long way. Guys, if you like that video, go ahead and hit like, comment in the comment section. Have you tried this hack before? Have you seen this hack before? Also, let me know in the comment section if you think infinity targets are even worth it. Is it better just to come out with paper and shoot the paper? Or is it more efficient to have a target that's going to continuously repair itself? Let me know in the comment section. Guys, if you haven't shared this to your friends, share it to your friends who are also on a budget, who need some help to get out to the range and get some practice out there, get some training done. Share this to your friends. Also, if you guys haven't checked out the website, we have a new design. This is the new Athena design. It's got Athena with a high-powered rifle and the Gun Deity GD on there. Definitely something cool to check out. We got new merch coming out all the time, so check out the website. I will put in the link down below. And if you guys want to check out any of this stuff for yourself, like I said, it's very simple. Go to a Tractor Supply, go to a cow ranch, whichever's closer to you. Any place that carries horse stall mats, you can make this for yourself. It takes no time at all, and honestly, you might even be able to make it better than I did. So let me know in the comment section, guys. Also, share your images to me on Instagram and X. Let me see what you guys come up with for these infinity targets. I want to see those images down below, or I want to see those images in the Instagram or X. Guys, as always, this is a quick and easy way to go to the range, have some fun, and I'm Gun Deity, and I'll see you heathens for the next one.
I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a god. They call me a god.